What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Antigama, entitled The Insolent. This is released on Selfmadegod Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Warsaw, Poland, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very abstract, experimental, unorthodox style of grindcore. Yeah. Ever since 2012, this band has been on a massive roller coaster ride of comebacks of sorts. I mean, this is a band that really has maintained a very good thumbprint and name within the grindcore worlds. I mean, the material that they put out at the beginning of their careers, their time on Relapse Records, just a very hard-working, solid grindcore band. Great lyrics, great ideas and concepts, awesome musicianship. This is a band that definitely took great pride in what they do and are still taking great pride in what they're doing today. Especially now that I mentioned 2012 is when they came out with their Stop the Chaos EP. Pretty much their welcoming back party of sorts. And then in 2013 with their album Meteor. Just really good stuff going on. Great ideas, great musicianship, awesome concepts. It only made me wonder what they were going to continue with next. And here we are with their latest album entitled The Insolent. I believe this is their it's their 7th full length, I think. It's 10 tracks, and it clocks in at around 31 minutes in length. And pretty much this is another continuation of the styles and forward-thinking progressions that this band has been taking. Albeit, I believe they go one step even further, even going into differing sort of territories. But this is still an Antigama record, and when you listen to this, you will have a feeling of the unexpected. You have no idea what's going to be thrown your way here, but once you do get into the swing of things, you're going to realize that a band like Antigama are still as dominant and as forceful as they ever have been. Music-wise, this is pretty much business as usual. It's a top-notch tour-de-force sort of work of instrumentation. A lot of really clean and well-executed guitar riffs being presented here. Very technical and done in a very blistering fashion. Very much done on tracks like Foul Play and Used To. Just some really good, crunchy riff work being done here. Even some elements that seem to verge into almost progressive sort of territories. I definitely think those unexpected twists and turns that you hear with the riffs sound really awesome here. And I definitely love the way that these guitars are being handled throughout this entire release. The bass is very good too, very smooth, very technical, just as audible as the main guitar work that's being presented here on this record. I definitely think it sounds very well here. And like I mentioned, this is some very well mixed and well produced sounding stuff. This is a band that definitely prides themselves in having a good production value for their content, and I do think that they do a very great job here with it when it comes to the production and overall behind the scenes work of this record. When it comes to the drums, I definitely think this drumming is sensational. Pretty much is the standard fare for an Antigama record. You're going to get a lot of fast fills, double bass, lots of blast beats represented throughout and forward. Even to some of the album's lengthier songs. I mean, songs like Sentence to the Void and Eraser, where you get a little bit of a shift change in style. It almost seems as if it's verging more towards a more contemporary death metal sort of vibe and quality going on. I really love what's being done with the drums on those particular moments of this album. But when it comes to this band's grindcore aspects, I definitely think it sounds really fast-paced. I love the intensity. I love how quick-footed this guy is. He definitely delivers another really awesome drum performance. And when it comes to the vocals, I definitely think the vocals sound awesome too. It's another standard sort of Antigama vocal performance, but yet the vocals are very crazy and chaotic, very angry sounding. I love this guy's energy and passion. It's very pissed off in a way, but yet his vocal delivery sounds very awesome, and I definitely love his vocals being used and utilized throughout here. The vocal patterns, the styles, the enunciations. It's really cool. And not to mention the weird sort of twist I mentioned earlier that this album has a little bit of twists and turns going on here. There's a track called Out Beyond here. It's pretty much a little bit of grindcore and a little bit of electronic music. It almost feels as though you're entering the Kilroy Was Here era of Styx. At least that's the vibe I pick up when I listen to a song like that. It feels as though I'm going into a robotic concept when I listen to that track. I definitely think it's cool, and it's really another smart sort of progression for this band. Like, what is the next sort of crazy step this band could take? We'll probably find that out when they make another full-length album. But until then, overall, I think this is another great notch in Antigama's discography. I definitely think that this may be possibly one of the best things that they've put out since their recent return to form of sorts. If you are a fan of the stuff, the Chaos EP or Meteor or even their previous material, I would say the Insolent is definitely another hard-working piece of Polish grindcore. If I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Foul Play, Data Overload, the title track, the track Out Beyond, which I think is a very cool electronic instrumental, and the track Eraser, really good stuff. There's even a 7-minute closing track called The Land of Monotony, which I think is really epic too. So I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will link you to the Selfmadegod Bandcamp page where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can purchase it digitally, and it is available in multiple formats, CD, cassette, and 12-inch vinyl. I believe there are black and colored variations, so many options to choose from if you want to buy this album. So again, the album is The Insolent by Antigama. This is released on Selfmadegod Records. Definitely check this out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very solid 8.5 out of 10. Definitely a hard-working piece of Polish grindcore. Definitely support Antigama. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Armijo out.